This is sort of exciting because I have driven in this parking lot 8,000 times in my life, even before I was married to my husband. And do you know why? Because the new Old Colony Smokehouse is opening today at noon. Look at the new sign. But do you know what used to be here? You can't talk about one without the other. This used to be the chicken kitchen. Look at the chicken kitchen. The chicken kitchen now has a deck. This is the only thing that could happen that would make me not sad about no more chicken kitchen. There's extra parking. There's a cooking area. I mean, all the things. Is it barbecue? Yes, it is macaroni and cheese, smoked brisket, barbecue, ribs. Look at that old sign. So one thing we're going to do, because the best part about Chicken Kitchen was the drive-through window. So we're just going to walk through. I think the drive-through window is gone, but we're just going to check because we really want to know. Oh, let's see. Yep. There's no more drive-through window. And you know what was here that was so wonderful? I wonder if they kept it. Pickup windows for pre-orders. The intercom system didn't work at Chicken Kitchen, so they had a baby monitor duct taped to it. We're just going to do something for old time's sake. We're going to drive up here, and we're going to ask them if we can order some pancakes, just because that's fun. Oh my God, I'm so tickled with myself. Can I order pancakes at the window?
No.
No pancakes. Nothing's changed. Okay, we're going to come in. You can't order pancakes at the window. And you'd be like, well, where can I order them? So then I'd keep going through the drive-thru, and I'd call and I'd say, I'd like to order some pancakes. You can't order pancakes from the drive-thru. I said, okay. So I get in the car and I start driving around the parking lot, and I said, yes, I'd like to order some pancakes to pick up. And she said, are you in the drive-thru? I was like, no, I was just reminiscing over Chicken Kitchen.
Oh, are you live?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I just said, can I order some pancakes?
No pancakes today.
No pancakes today. This is exciting. This is Elizabeth. This is her family's business, and I'm super excited to see what's happened to the old Chicken Kitchen.
Yeah, we don't have the baby monitor system.
I just was talking about that.
We were trying to find the pan to cover up. We did save it, but I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. We have it, but I don't have it.
So they also had over the baby monitor a baking sheet
yeah,
to keep the rain out.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
I told my friend Amber that we were going to bake brownies, and I was going to take them to her, but I never did do that. But they're like in my garage.
No pancakes for you. Yeah, you know, when they told me I couldn't order them in the drive-thru, I called and said, I'd like to pick up pancakes. She said, are you in the drive-thru? So I had to stop the car before I was allowed to order them. Oh, it's so fun. Let's go in. I'm excited.
Yeah. So we're still scurrying around.
They're opening at noon today. I'm waiting for the line to start. 11, waiting for the line to start up. You've got lots of parking.
Yes, we do. People are sort of worried about it, but some of our friends have allowed us, our employees, to park in their parking lot, so that's been really good. So yeah, we have digital menu boards.
Nice. Banana pudding.
Yeah.
So is this same offerings? How is this different from your old space? Hi.
You're going to have like combo plates and basically, I guess we just restructured it to make it, it's the same thing, it's just packaged a little bit differently, so it's the same thing, same pricing, it's packaged differently, I guess.
And the old place you would walk through and kind of point.
Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing.
Oh, you do that. It's just...
Yeah, we're starting with sides and then meat.
Okay. Oh. It looks good. It smells really good in here. I wish the smell could get in a video. What is your thing that sells? So one thing that's interesting about Old Colony is that they stay open until they sell out. So sometimes you sell out very quickly. Mm-hmm. But you said you have more food now ability here, right?
We have the electrical is different here, and so our capacity for refrigeration is different. So we can hold more meat, more protein, more vegetables, etc. So yeah, we've got more food. We're expecting to last a little bit longer today. So we'll see. You know, we've got a lot more meat today than what we would normally have on a Friday.
So how much meat is that?
I don't know. Adam would be the one to answer that, but it's definitely more than what we would normally have on a normal.
They're ready for the people to come in.
Hopefully we have people today.
Oh, they'll be here.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, look, this is so nice looking.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, hey, Liza.
Hello.
And you've got all these kids in here skipping school to work.
The school system is nice because they have online classes
yes.
and stuff like
so
that.
That's good for employment.
And, it's really good for them because they can learn how to manage their time.
Which is very important.
Because they have to do that as adults. So they...
That's why I always worked in college even.
Yeah,
you get lazy.
In college, right. So the kids who work for us that do schoolwork, we have a girl who does all of her schoolwork at home. So she's going to be great when she's an adult because she's going to learn how to do things at home and budget her time just like she budgets her money, right?
I need to learn some budgeting.
Me too.
You want me to come in here and work and you'll help me?
Yeah. So we have Caroline when she's doing this for like
all these t-shirts.
I think she said one of my classes is not today, so she came home yesterday so she could help me.
Oh, good.
She goes to Meredith. So.
Oh, we love some Meredith. That's my spot. Yeah. So we have all your stuff, all the good stuff.
Our merchandise, and we have a little to go or some
okay.
salad and things.
So people can come in and grab that. Well, you got a little bit of time. And I want to see the seating area is so fancy. Hello.
Good morning.
These are our same tabletops that Adam made.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then our seating, we have, you can see it's doubles for storage for us.
Oh, awesome. And now was that beaded board was all in here before, wasn't it? It wasn't. You put that in there.
Adam put that in
I love that you can see the backs of the t-shirts. Sauce, salt, pepper. Sweet tea. I might have to get me one of those. Love the industrial decor. I know. It does look great, doesn't it? And her Edenton sign. Now, what's this photo?
So this is Adam's grandparents.
Oh.
They meat market over in Bertie County.
Uh-huh.
And his grandfather, I think he had just come back. I don't know if he was, I guess he was headed to the slaughterhouse, maybe. And
he's got
there's not a lot of pictures of them. And one of his friends brought that to us not too long ago. And they're sitting on the back of the pickup and
got the pigs.
Got the pigs ready for sausage making.
Got the pigs. This is a good one too.
Yes, that's probably one of the last times Adam and his dad and his grandfather made cracklings.
Now what are cracklings?
So cracklings is the layer between the skin and so it's like fat right under the skin. If you want to explain it better, Adam, but
yeah, can I tell you a funny story about this?
Yes, I want to hear it.
So that's my granddad. He taught me. I cooked cracklings with him from an extremely young age, but he was always the leader and the boss of cooking cracklings. He was the best one that has ever existed doing that.
Wow.
So as he got older, he couldn't quite get out of bed as early as we needed him to get the cracklings done in a reasonable hour. So that particular day, my dad and I were up, and we got the cracklings going way before he got out of bed, and we were doing it right behind his house.
Right.
So we're out there cooking cracklings, and my son was with me, and he was a little fella at the time. So we're out there cooking, and my granddad came, I guess he saw us out the window or something when he woke up, and he came out that morning, and he was mad as fire that we were cooking without him. So he came out, and he was so mad. We were cooking too hot. We weren't stirring it enough. We were doing it wrong. So he pushed us out of the way and grabbed a paddle. He said, let me show you how to do it. Now, we've done it hundreds and hundreds of times.
Right.
We've done it tens of thousands.
Yeah.
So he pushed us out of the way, and he's over there stirring, showing us how it's done. And it upset me because I was trying to get out of there. But it upset him worse that we started without him. So I stood back and I said, you know what? This is funny. Let me take a picture of this.
Oh.
And I took that picture with my cell phone. So let me take a picture of this just so I can remember how mad he was.
Right.
And
because he doesn't look mad. He looks happy to be there.
Because he's in control again. But anyway, so he took back control and he got it done. And that ended up being either the last or the second to the last time we ever did that together.
Oh.
So, it was kind of special time.
But tell me again, what are cracklins?
Right, so cracklins are, they're a byproduct of the lard making process.
Okay.
So my grandparents, they raised whole hogs, they butchered whole hogs, and they sold retail cuts and made sausage out of the whole hogs that he raised.
Okay.
During the process of butchering the hog and getting the retail cuts out of it and getting what you needed for sausage, there's a whole lot of fat left over. I'm talking like 10, 15, 5-gallon buckets of fat every time you processed hogs. So you take the fat, you cube it up, you put it in this cast iron pot, and you can't see it in the picture, but there's a live wood fire underneath that pot.
Okay.
And that's your heat source. And you slowly render that fat, and it liquefies.
And what do you cook it in? Anything, or just do you add stuff to it?
All right, so the lard,
getting all the secrets.
the liquid that renders from this becomes lard.
Oh.
And then whatever can't render floats to the top, and that's what the cracklin is. So you can eat the cracklin. It's similar to a pork skin, a chicharron, anything like that. You can. It's just
Y'all
a good.
sell cracklin?
When we make them, we haven't cooked them in a while. We're going to do that again sometime soon. So anyway, you're left with the cracklin on top, and he used to have at his store lines and lines of people would show up to get these things.
Really?
Because it's just such a special thing.
And you buy it in like a bag?
Buy it in a little paper bag with the grease coming through, and you eat
like
a few, and then you take them home and put them in cornbread or biscuits or whatever like that. And then the liquid that was collected in the bottom becomes lard, so they would put that in little quart or gallon buckets and sell it, and people would take it home and use it instead of cooking oil or shortening or anything like that. Just fry your chicken in straight up lard, or make biscuits out of it.
I love language.
Fish.
Lard.
Yeah. And it's pure
so
white.
Oh yeah, it was clean, crystal clear when it was rendered, because you couldn't burn it. If you get it too hot and it turns brown, then
it's done.
Right, the smoke point is elevated, and you can't really fry with it.
How much meat is being cooked here today, Adam?
Oh my goodness!
She asked me, I said,
all right, so we've
so curious.
We've got 1,000, 500, 500. We got about 2,000 gallons worth of smokers filled up with briskets, pork shoulders, chicken halves, ribs. We're having to do 2 cycles on some of it.
Wow. Well, it's going to be fun to see.
A lot of meat.
I'm waiting for the line to get started. The line has always started at your old place. Now they're really going to be excited. I want to see this deck, because this might be like do you love this? I just think this is awesome.
I really like it. Right now, we've got just picnic tables out here.
Yeah.
We hope to move the picnic tables to the back.
Oh.
And then do maybe some nicer seating out here.
Well, this is great, though.
Is a little bit better.
We know about budgets.
Maybe,
I kind of love the picnic tables.
Maybe, make it a little bit warmer. Close it in a little bit better.
Oh.
It'll be a little bit better for when it's colder. Some heaters and things like that.
Oh, yeah. No, a heater would be nice, but it's kind of fun that it's rustic. I mean, you're coming to eat barbecue. It's not like you're coming out here for
Yeah, it's like hog fence.
pate. Hog fence.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Safety reasons.
Yeah.
We want children to.
I don't want Amos to lose a head in here.
I don't want anybody to lose a head or a dog, an animal.
Yeah.
Somebody has a little pet or something like that.
Oh, this
so
is...
we made the tables out of the booths that were in the building.
Really? Y'all are so
we
clever.
put two booths together.
Okay.
Took all the yucky booth part out and put 2 booths together and then just put floors on it. So it was a pretty affordable way to get some quick seating.
Yeah. And good. Well, show me the cooking area.
Yeah.
Wish I lived in the area. Well, this is a reason to come to Edenton and come visit. This is definitely it's a destination spot. Don't you think? You have people coming in saying, we're coming here to eat.
I think that we bring a lot of people to the local economy.
I think so.
Some people like Adam and I who seek out barbecue. We find we want to go eat at a place, and then we find other reasons to go to the place, and it doesn't just like the crazy people to go eat.
Right. We don't just, well, I actually could probably be that person to do that.
That's definitely Adam.
Well, my people, when I had my blog weekend, they were like
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
your
in the
people are
line,
great. Your
weren't
people
they?
are great. So this was the original building that was here.
Okay.
And it
Right
was-
here, this one.
Right. It already had the electrical and everything.
Okay.
We just took the siding off and painted it.
Nice.
It was the original siding. Evan, we got a little friend, Adrian, up here.
Hi, Evan.
These are our smokers.
Okay.
They're from Texas.
Texas. So you ordered these new. They bring them to. Holy cow. Now, when is this stuff ready? Is it ready now?
So, no.
These are for tomorrow, right?
For tomorrow.
These are for tomorrow. I started these at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they'll probably be done around 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the afternoon. It all depends on how they cook, because the briskets cook different every day. It's not something you can time or you can temp, because sometimes the wood is wet, the briskets are different sizes. So.
How do you know when they're ready?
So
This is something I really need to know in life generally because I never know.
So with briskets, you want to make sure you're not getting the outside crispy, so you want to cook them low and slow so they get nice and tender, and that fat can get nice and rendered without completely scorching the meat. Once the fat gets to the point where I can pretty much stick my finger through it, I know that it's rendered enough to wrap, and I wrap it in butcher paper. And after I wrap it in butcher paper, I'll take a pen or some kind of needle, and I'll just stick it right there in the middle of the flat to see how dense it is. And once it goes through wet butter, I know it's ready.
A
Oh.
thermopin. So
A
it's
who
meat-
pin?
A thermopin. We sell them downtown.
Thermopin.
A meat thermometer.
Therapin.
Yeah. So they feel differently based on, like you can see, the size of this brisket is way different than the size of this brisket. And like Evan's saying, some of them,
What's in that
every cow
side?
is different, just like every human is different.
Now, what are you spraying on them?
So I'm just putting apple cider vinegar on them.
Oh.
It's helping set the bark, and it's adding a little more flavor to the meat itself.
I'll be darned.
So our briskets, they're trimmed and then we season them. You can't season them too early and you can't season them too late. So we can't decide right now that we need more brisket for today or right now that we need more for tomorrow. It's already too late.
Too late.
And that
You're a day ahead.
all determines on the bark.
And then this right here, this is our pork shoulders. We use this for barbecue.
Okay. And then what's the deal with the wood laying in there?
The reason I've got the wood here is because this is the most valuable part of the pork shoulder, but this is the part that needs to be the most tender.
Mm-hmm.
And the firebox is really close, and with the airflow the way it is, I have these blocks here to protect the meat from the airflow so it doesn't dry out.
Huh. I'll be darned. Well, and then what's at the end?
So at the end,
This looks like an airplane.
in our Saturday special, we're having beef ribs
Oh, because now you don't have beef ribs usually?
every Saturday.
Saturdays. So today's Friday, so these are cooking for tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, after they finish cooking, they have to sit and rest. Just like when you take a steak off the grill, you don't want to immediately start eating it.
You don't?
Pork chop, it needs to rest.
For how long?
It depends on what meat you're cooking, right? And
Yeah.
you never want to just immediately
with,
start
with
eating
a steak,
something.
you want to do about 10 minutes, but the bigger the meat you get, the more rest you're going to want to get.
Okay, you all need to do maybe some cooking meat lessons for people.
On our checklist, right?
For
Well, we did.
Since you have nothing else to
We did a
do.
turkey class at some point.
Yeah, we
Was
did
it
that
year?
last.
You did?
The year before last, maybe.
Yeah.
I bet people liked it.
Yeah, we did.
I had no idea. I've eaten steak my whole life, and what we do is try to get it off and eat it as quick as we can, so it's
you get it
hot.
off and you put a piece of tinfoil on it and set it and let it kind of
Let the juices really sink in.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yes.
And you sell all the spices to put on the meat, because sometimes I have my own ribs at home, and I come in here sort of sneaky and get Elizabeth sauce. Yes. It's not as good, but it's second best.
Those are our burn ends over there.
Burnt ends. Yeah. So what do you do with the burnt ends?
So the burn ends are a 2-day process. So we use every bit of the briskets that we get in because we buy whole briskets, which means they have the point and they have a bunch of fat you have to trim. So we will take the point off the brisket and we will trim it up and smoke it by itself. And we'll hold it overnight in some beef base so that it can get that real nice beefy flavor. And then we'll take them out in the morning and let them chill. And then we'll cube them up and smoke them in our shear one sauce to get a second smoke on them.
Wow.
So if you ever see at the grocery store when you see a beef brisket that's like this big,
Yeah.
you never want to buy that.
Oh.
It kind of upsets me when I see it back because they've taken a whole brisket and whenever you do that and get it in pieces and cook just pieces of it, it's not.
And a lot of times you can't find the point. It's always just flat.
Well, I would never buy a brisket because clearly I don't know enough.
Well, people will go and I think they think that it's okay to drive.
Like they have a
Because it's
smoker
so
at their house.
expensive to buy the whole brisket, so they'll see just a little piece of it. And I see that and I get so upset because I think people are buying that and then it's not going to turn out right.
This is upsetting
It is so
to barbecue
upsetting.
cookers.
It's so upsetting.
And what's in here?
So there's nothing in here today.
Oh.
This is a pit cooker. It uses charcoal, so we'll use it for specials like whole hog barbecue or like jerk chicken.
So it's about direct heat versus
Yes,
indirect.
it's direct heat versus convection.
Okay.
If you're cooking, the charcoal is right down here and the grates are right up here, so you're just getting char on the meat
Oh.
rather than slow and slow.
This
It's
is more
more
like
of a fast food.
this is a more traditional Eastern North Carolina way to cook whole hog.
Okay.
Okay, Texas style brisket. This is
How it is.
right. And right now, because we don't do the volume in Eatonton, we cook our pork butts in the same smokers
Uh-huh.
we do our briskets because we do way more briskets than we do pork barbecue.
And what's back there?
That is
Those are just reserve smokers. They're not in use right now.
Oh, okay.
They're just backups if we need them for Thanksgiving. If I need to.
Oh, nice. And this, I love this. You didn't have a cooking space as nice as this at the old spot, did you?
You know, we work on gravel. Right now, it would be way easier for Evan
To roll
imagine
stuff?
walking on gravel all the time.
Well, and I love the screen. I mean, that
Well,
would
we
just
have
be
to have
nice
the
in the
screen.
summer.
Yes.
The health department requires a screen.
Oh.
Before he walked on a trailer and had to constantly walk on and off and on and off. And imagine doing that
Mm-hmm.
gravel onto, heavy briskets walking up and down little ladder. So now he's got a nice parking space that he can roll a cart.
Right.
So, we say that the upgrade is for our employees because people are like, well, the parking isn't the right spot or.
Well, I
did
think
you
the
upgrade
parking
them?
is great.
Yeah. So
You
anyway,
have a lot of parking.
it's about upgrading for our employees and so that's a
It's
lot
also
of
kind of closer to me. Where do you get the meat? That's the last question they want to know.
So it's very specific. I'm not sure exactly what brands and all, but the food vendors that we use, Adams, they source it very specific for
Okay.
Adam. Like I can't remember what the briskets are that is very specific what we have.
Well, Nona is so excited for you and Adam.
Yes, thank you, Nona.
I hope you're going to be here today.
Yeah, I hope so.
And next time I come, there's the baby monitor is going to be ready for me.
Yeah, so you have Regulator Marine helped us get that
What?
speaker.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, when the
That
company
was
came out,
nice.
we didn't know we needed a big pipe. So Regulator Marine, that's what's nice about a small town,
Oh,
right?
isn't it the truth?
Yeah, me and Adam
It's one of
drove
our
down
great
there.
boat companies in
Yeah,
Edenton.
we drove down and the guys in the shop helped me. We pulled a piece of scrap PVC and there we
did
go.
that. And it's because you needed it to be waterproof.
Well, no, we needed it that day or the guy was going to leave Edenton. And I said,
No.
no.
We
gotta
need it
have this."
today.
And you can't just go to Byram's or Kellogg and get that big of a piece of PVC.
No, you can't.
So,
You're so right. It is nice.
But,
Just like if I have an emergency and need barbecue now, I'm going to call Elizabeth and be
I
like,
always try to help you.
yeah, she does. She's and I tell you what, a small town business, I'm on PTA at the middle school. Elizabeth's kids are not even at my kids' school, and we always get a great deal for our teacher lunches, and it is
I
their
love our teachers.
favorite. Yes. So thank you for the tour. Now I'm going to go in and get some sweet tea. Hope to see people there.